Hello everyone! We're doing more Katrielle. Alright. What? Fix my microphone? Huh? What's wrong with the mic? What did you do with the microphone? That must have to be you then. That... Yes, it is. Background. Alright. Hold on. HDMI 2. Alright. Default 9 5. Hey. Do I sound okay now? Okay. I didn't change no settings. I just made my microphone the default microphone. HDMI 1. Oh, that was me talking to my remote, Eric. I don't know if that's weird to you, but if you think it's weird, you don't own a smart TV. Because Alexa can change my channel for me. Hold on, I need to go grab one thing. All right. All right. Let me grab. Alright. Let's go to the browser. Just bear with me. I never plugged in my phone last night, which is my problem and my mistake. So this is going to be fun. Alright. Alright. Let's choose a fashion. We're going to buy some wardrobe. Alright. We have 8 fashion farthings. Eric, you can pick one. And we'll wear it for today's stream. The purple one? You mean this one? Alright. We're going to go back into this case. The story so far. It transpires that the branch manager discovered the money missing was knocked unconscious, and there were other items in the vault that were not taken. Katrielle goes to the general manager's office in order to ask Ms. Teller to tell her more. Ernest and Cheryl accompany her. So basically, we're going to go to her office and annoy the crap out of her. So, I think we should go and annoy the crap out of her. Excuse the intrusion, but... Oh, Mr. Sloanes is in here too. Looks like he's deep in conversation with Ms. Teller at the moment. Let me make one thing perfectly clear, Bianca. You're the general manager of the Layman's Reserve Bank. Do you have to take responsibility when problems like this arise? If it gets out that we've lost 100 million quid, there'll be a rush on the bank. All our customers will want to take their deposits away. And if that happens, we're finished. Am I getting through to you? Loud and clear, Mr. Sloanes. Alright then, good. I've got a lot of faith in you. So, Bianca, you'll weather the storm for us. The thing is... What? Nothing. Forget it. So, where are you going now, Mr. Sloanes? The ventilator in the hermit's playing up. I've got to call the maintenance fella and get him to take a look at it. I see. Bianca, if you've got something to say, spit it out, lass. No, really, it's nothing. Alright then. If you're sure, I'll be off. Make sure you see all the Shin Plaster's jobs as well. Won't you? Yes, I will. Golly, they are in a real fix, aren't they? We've got to get the rotten mongrels that did this, or mongrel. Oh, Miss Layton, I didn't see you there. How's the investigation coming along? Well, I think we'd just like to have a word with Ms. Teller again. Be my guest. Ta-ta for now then. Oh, it's you. Thought you were supposed to be investigating the robbery for us. Yes, that's what we're doing. Well, I'm a very busy woman, so if there's something you need from me, could we keep it short, please? Well, I think your time is going to be preoccupied with investigation stuff. Alright. Let's look for a crystal ball. Um See, these are, we found several hint coins in lamps. It's funny. Oh no, wait, that's a lamp on a stand. Never mind. Oh, I got 3 fashion farthings. Interesting. Discovered a gorgeous gift box. Been added to your collection. And a plate. This is a jolly fine plate, don't you think? It's alright. Personally, I find the puzzle that's behind it more interesting. Gosh, I hadn't noticed. What a funny place to hide a puzzle. Ready, Eric? There's a spaceship that's out of fuel and is just drifting in space. You need to get all the nearby energy orbs to it in order to power up its engines again. You can move the orbs horizontally, vertically, and diagonally, either to fuse with other orbs or to refuel the spaceship. Get them all to the spaceship, either in one huge fused orb delivery or several smaller ones. You can't get around the asteroids, however. Alright, so we're going to solve this puzzle. Alright. Um. Hmm. Did I do something wrong? Hmm. Oops. Yeah, we're going to put orbs in a spaceship. These puzzles are kind of lame. I like the puzzles in Professor Layton. They had a little bit more thinking to it. You did it! You've breathed life into the spaceship once more. It's time to fire up the engines and do some more interstellar exploration. Just watch the gauge this time, pilot. So I think that one was a bit fun. There, I did it, miss. I solved it. So you did, Ernest. Just as well. I can't have my assistant being poor at puzzles. Absolutely not, miss. But there is no need to worry. I won't let you down. Alright. All these books are total gibberish to me. No clue what any of it means. There's a book entitled The Layman's Reserve Philosophy. Power to the people here. Oh, here's one of Madame Dublay's books. Look. These papers here. That's private bank business, thank you very much. Oh, I am sorry. It becomes a habit, you see, when you're a detective. You do seem to have an awful lot of documents there, though, Miss Teller. What, these? They're all insurance documents. Not that it's anything to do with you. I didn't realize the Layman's Reserve Bank offered insurance as well. Is that a new line of business you're pursuing? No, this isn't insurance for our customers. This is our own insurance. The bank takes out insurance against unforeseen mishaps and the like. There was a fire or some other unforeseen disaster, we'd get a payout to cover any losses. Well, this is certainly an unforeseen disaster, isn't it? A bank robbery on this scale. Yes, that's true. It just goes to show you never know what's around the corner. So the bank is insured. The fact that Katrielle is pointing this out as part of her investigation means that she's trying to cite it as an insurance. That somebody did this as a possible insurance claim. Which is technically fraud. Take a look at my collection. I'm still missing one, which I will eventually find. Alright. Now we need to go talk to her. Alright. What's this? Oops. Real flowers. They don't like being licked. I thought they were plastic. The expensive furnishings are very expressive, but it's nice to see a touch of nature in here too. Ah yes, these are miniature roses. They're rather charming, I think. Ah, this pot looks like a genuine antique. I should think it's very valuable. Gosh, please be careful when you're examining this pot, miss. We can't afford to replace it. So this is worth a lot of money? Why? You can't sleep in it, and you can't eat it. Apparently Cheryl doesn't get it. So, you want to ask me something? Yes, that's right. I understand that the disappearance of the money from the vault hasn't been made public yet. Obviously, the bank doesn't intend to keep something like this a secret forever, but there could be repercussions far beyond the layman's reserve bank itself. What do you mean? I mean that the disappearance of £100 million is likely to cause widespread financial uncertainty. And not just in London. All over the country, people will panic. That's why I've asked Inspector Hastings to keep this matter quiet until we've sorted it out as best we can. When the time is right, we'll issue a press release and the bank will take full responsibility for any areas where its handling of the situation has been less than perfect. I see. Thank you, that explains it. Gosh, miss, I knew it was serious, but I didn't realize it was this serious. We have to find that missing money. Oh, there must be something that I haven't looked at yet. So there's one more thing in this room. Oh, look at that cute little safe. A world apart from the vault we were looking at before, isn't it? Perhaps we should install a safe like that in the office, miss. Sadly, Ernest, I don't have anything valuable enough to put in a safe, or much money to speak of. And you've already got a safe place for all your documents, piled high on your desk. You're interested in my safe now, are you? Well, obviously, it's tiny compared to the Hermit 5000, but Mr. Sloane's had this one put in as well. So it was made by his company as well? Yes, although I don't know much about his business affairs outside of the bank. Apparently he markets these little safes as being as tough as a bank vault. Your boss is a very shrewd businessman, obviously. Mr. Sloane's is the perfect example of a manager as far as I'm concerned. Until now, he's mainly focused on the financial sector. But I think he's intending to branch out into other areas from now on. Gosh, he really is a very impressive man. Yes, it's quite extraordinary that in just 10 years, the Layman's Reserve Bank has opened branches all over the country. Well, I think we've got the information we needed now. Thank you, Ms. Teller. I don't see what any of that had to do with the robbery. What a waste of time. Don't worry, I assure you we'll track down the missing money. Well, I'm not holding out much hope. Oh, don't you think that I'm up to the task? What? Oh, no. No, I didn't mean that. It doesn't matter. Once all this has blown over, I expect I'll be saying goodbye to my role as general manager in any case. But that's not fair. I mean, it's not your fault, is it, Ms. Teller? It's the fault of whoever stole the money. Even so, the buck stops with me. I have to take responsibility for the bank's problems. And I don't imagine. Well, I can't see you catching the criminals in this case. Oh, don't worry, Miss Teller. Miss Layton Miss Layton's never been stumped by a mystery yet. I've no doubt she'll figure out who did this. Never been stumped. Well, I suppose I should be reassured. So we're going back down. Did you find out anything useful talking to Bianca then? Yeah, she was very helpful, thank you. Although I don't think she believed what I was asking her to be relevant to the case. Not relevant? What on earth were you wasting time for then? Oh no, it's not a waste of time. Sometimes what seems irrelevant at first can later turn out to be a crucial piece of information. So really, any topic of conversation at all could be considered vital to the case. Yes. Well, I suppose I can relate to that. It's the same in business. Oh, really? Talking to your business partners face to face is the only way you can get to know them, and them you. They say that most new business starts from an informal chat, so I fully understand how important it is to talk with folk. It's just a shame. Well, I'm not the greatest conversationalist myself. No, I can see that. Miss, perhaps you shouldn't be quite so brutally honest. Come to think of it, I haven't had a good chat with Bianca for a while. Not a proper one, anyways. We used to have some quite involved conversations about business and the like. Oh, I didn't realize you and she had that kind of relationship. She's a cracking businesswoman, is Bianca. Always seeking perfection. I've had no qualms leaving the running of the bank in her hands all these years. Anyway, I think I've done enough gassing, don't you? There's something about you, Miss Layton. I just find myself telling you stuff. I suppose that's the detective in you, eh? I suppose it is. Well, anyways, back to the matter at hand. What's your next move with the investigation? Yes, I was thinking I'd like to have a look around outside the bank. Outside? Is that relevant? You like to keep people guessing, don't you, lass? Well, I'm looking forward to hearing your take on this whole affair once you finish your investigations. Phew. Well, let's see. I'm sure that everything we've been investigating has been relevant. Because who else would have thought, hey, maybe this is a possible insurance fraud? In the manager's office, we witnessed a grave conversation between Sloane's and Teller. The lost money may result in the bank's closure. Having spoken to Miss Teller, our work inside the bank is complete. Now to investigate outside. Alright. We're going to go outside. What are we sniffing around outside for, Cat? The robbery happened inside the bank. That's true, Cheryl. But other than the missing 100 million in notes, we haven't found a single trace of criminal activity inside. So, I was wondering if we might have better luck out here, asking people if they've noticed anything unusual last night or this morning. Yes, perhaps someone might even have seen the culprit. Let's start asking people. That's odd. What is it? Look at that. The banner hanging down from the bank building up there. There's something not right about it. Wow. Tetchy. No, I mean there's something strange about it. I just can't put my finger on it. Alright then. We can investigate the banner at the same time as asking people out here if they notice anything. That's weird that she just noticed the banner. Who else would have noticed the banner? Maybe around here? I found a few in the gutter before. Can we help? I'm rather wizard at finding things, actually. They don't call me Harry Potter for nothing. What? Who are you? And who says I'm looking for something anyway? Well, you did. You did, just now. You were saying how you found a few in the gutter before. No, I didn't. I didn't say that. You're hearing things. You want to get your ears cleaned out. Shady. Definitely shady. That was an interesting conversation. Alright. Excuse me, sir. I was wondering if you'd noticed anything strange around here. Say, last night or this morning? Sorry. What? I. I don't know, really. This is a so-called business district. Open bracket. Boring. Close bracket. After hours, everyone goes home, and it's pretty deserted. If anything had happened here last night or early this morning, I doubt anyone would have been here to see it. Oh, I see. Great. There goes that idea. Alright, let's take a look at this. Aha! I've got it! I know what's not right about that banner. It's left. In other words, there isn't one on the other side, so it looks unbalanced. Unbalanced? Yes, I suppose it does, miss. You would expect to see one hanging down on the other side of the bank entrance as well. Barclays would never have only one banner. I don't suppose it could have anything to do with the robbery. I wonder if it could possibly be connected. Yeah, it looks like that there would have been a banner here. Do you see what I see? That young man over there, you mean? Yeah, he's been loitering around here, looking dodgy for a while now. He's hightailing it! He went that way, towards the river. I knew you were suspicious from the beginning. Sure, Cat, it was all you. Nothing to do with old Sherlock O.C. Combs here. He was clearly behaving strangely ever since we first spotted him. Well, I thought so anyways. Thank you, Ernest. Anyway, after it, boys. This case is hotting up. I think we might have just found the lead we've been looking for. Seriously? Let's see. There we go. We're going to read this. Investigating outside the bank, we noticed that one of the bank's large cloth banners appeared to be missing. Then a man who was acting suspicious in front of the bank suddenly ran away. He could be involved. We're going after him. Alright, so we're going to go this way. Where did he go? He must have come this way. Perhaps he slopped off down a side street or something. Well, I think it would be worth asking people around here if they've seen anyone suspicious. Sure, Cat. Right after I look for my hint coins. Excuse me, you didn't just see a young man running past, did you? wearing glasses and acting secretively. Hello, sir. Arr, I heard you, lass. Can't help you, sorry. I've enough problems of me own at the minute anyway. I can't believe I've lost it. It means the world to me, that picture, so it does. Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear that. Did you drop it somewhere, perhaps? You're on one of those, are you? Of course I dropped it, you daft Egypt. 'Twas in my shirt pocket and must have fallen out. I looked all over, but I just can't find it anywhere. There was a fair wind just before dawn this morning. I expect it been blown away. Tell you what, why don't you have a go at this brain teaser I know about a photo? Could do with a laugh. Alright. There's a girl selling ice cream at a stall on a viewing platform. A boy with a camera comes along and takes a boy-girl shot. What is the minimum number of people that could have been on the viewing platform when the photo was taken? How many people? You want to know how silly this thing is? So, how many people did you read about? 2 people, right? You did it. The boy-girl shot was of the girl working at the stall and the boy with the camera. There was nothing to this puzzle. Stone the crows, that was not bad. I'm impressed, so I am. Hang on. Oh, what's this now? Have you found something? Me photo! I thought I'd lost it, but I'm after finding it in me other pocket. Oh, what an idiot I am! Oh, that's smashing! I am pleased for you. So remind me, what was it you wanted before? You said you were looking for your specs, wasn't it? No, we're looking for a young man wearing glasses. A very suspicious looking young man. Ah, that fella acting all weird like he's got some big secret. If it's him, you mean, you're heading for the bridge. That's great. Thank you so much. I gotta clean the controller. It's drifting. Alright. We're gonna fill out this ideal meal. Oh. We did? Oh, alright, never mind. I think she's got a puzzle for us. think we're gonna solve her puzzle. Hiya! 1, 2, 1, 2. This really is a perfect place to jog. Seems to go on and on forever. Like her. She's not even panting. Oh, I found this puzzle while I was running along before. Can you solve it, do you think? So we're going to play a game of Suits. You've decided to visit a fabulous fortune teller, but it turns out you can decide your own fate with a little bit of brain power. If you can stack all the cards onto the discard pile, you'll have good luck. The only rule is that you must either follow number or suit when playing a card on the pile. So get stacking and take control of your own destiny. Alright. So we're gonna go with this one. And I think we're gonna go with this one. And we'll just go with that one. And we're gonna go with that one. That one. Wait. Gotta make sure we're doing this correctly. What did you think of that puzzle? You did it! The swirling mists of your future are clearing. I see. I see a diamond card. You are about to come into great wealth. She's a terrible tarot card reader. Oh, that was a good medal performance. That was a gold medal performance. That was. Well done. Thanks. Are you really going to give me a gold medal? You only wish, Cap. You only wish. I'm investigating the bank robbery. Where did he go? That suspicious looking young man. The little terrier. He's given us the slip again. Do you see them, Miss Layton? There's a piece of cloth or something flapping about over there. Look! Oh, yes. Isn't that... It looks like the banner from the bank building. Yeah. Yeah, the banner of shame. You're right. Why would a banner from the bank have ended up all the way over here? Yes, that is a puzzler. Ah, hello there. Where you seeing Layton? There's a story in the making. As we say in the office now. So come on. What's the dirt? Over there, you see, there's a banner snagged on the bridge. God blimey! So there is indeed. Perhaps, I think, this could have something to do with that rather strong wind that was blowing just before dawn this morn. Blew itself out almost straight away, mind you. Yes, I think that would explain how the banner has come to be caught on the bridge there. Got blown by the gale. All the way from the bank? Gosh, it must have been a veritable hurricane. I didn't notice a thing in the night, though. Enough of this windbaggery now. Dish the dirt, come on. Me thinks you're working on a case, eh? What's the deal? Remember not to mention the 100 million pow. The money cat. Don't worry, Cheryl. I'm afraid we've nothing to tell you, Doug. I'm just out walking my dog. I'd like to believe that, but my dirt alarm is bleeping like a radar in the Blitz. No sign of that suspicious-looking chap here after all. Might as well head off the bridge then, I suppose. I'll lead the way, Cat. Yes, all right. So the banner was blown here in a strong gust of wind? A very strong gust, in fact. Do we believe that at all? All right. We followed the suspect to the river, but he gave us the slip again. But we did find the missing banner from the bank caught on the cable of Tower Bridge. Seems there was a very strong gust of wind during the night. Alright. And we're going to search. Alright. We have the towers are really quite tall structures, aren't they? They're a very refined and British design. The towers of Tower Bridge, I think. Do you think perhaps we could visit the viewing area at the top of the tower sometime, Miss? Just us? Ooh, a hidden puzzle! I wonder if I can solve this one! Put yourself to the test, Ernest. I'm sure you can do it. Gosh, when you say things like that, Miss, I feel like there's nothing I can't do. The numbers from 1 to 5 had counted up the numbers of something about them. 1 has 1, 2 has 1, 3 has 0, and 4 has 3. How many does 5 have? Um, so I would have to say it kind of depends on the font. Because depending on the font will change what 2 looks like and what 4 looks like. And what 1 looks like. Because sometimes 1 has 2 lines. 2 straight lines. Oh wait, did I spoil that? You did it. The numbers had counted up how many straight lines they contained. Haha, there, I've done it. I knew this puzzle couldn't get the better of me. Well done, Ernest. Oh, miss, you're too kind. Such high praise from you is worth all the tea in China. Easy, Pinstripes. It was only a well done. Oh, look, Cheryl. It's your doggy friend again. Oh, him! You might as well ask him if he's seen the chap we're looking for, Cheryl. Yes, he might have some useful information. Alright, I'll go and say a quick woof and see what he knows. How's it hanging, Hound? Still sleuthing? Yep, afraid so. You really work too hard, you know that. So, what are you chasing today? A dodgy looking guy wearing glasses. Looks like he's hunting for something the whole time. Have you seen anyone like that? Well, there was a guy kind of like that who walked past not long ago. I remember because he was looking where he was going and he nearly trod on my paw. He wasn't looking where he was going and he nearly trod on my paw. That sounds like our man. Which way did he go? Just over there, Hound. Crossed to the opposite side of the river. Can't say if he's still there now, though. Well, thanks anyways. That's a big help. I owe you one. Hey, hounds. Help hounds. Hounds help hounds, right? But yeah, I tell you what. Right now, I'm good for eats. But when the going gets tough, maybe you could share one of your bones with me or something. No problem. Got some biscuits with your name on it for dessert, too. Haha, now you're talking, Hound. Well, did you find anything out, Cheryl? He saw our man not long ago. Apparently he was heading for the other side of the river. Over the bridge? All right. You're not getting away from us this time, Mr. Shady. Man, that's a long walk across that bridge, Katrielle. Oh man, it's our good buddy from the clock tower. There are big buildings all the way along the river on the opposite bank. It's easy to see across to the other side today because the weather's fine. I wonder how long it would take me to walk over there. With my little legs, I mean. Excuse me, Mr. Fisher. You haven't seen a suspicious looking chap passing by this way, have you? We're looking for him. A suspicious looking chap? Fishy, you mean? Feel like I might have done, yes? Or did I? It's this puzzle my old man set me once. See? I feel like I can't concentrate on anything else lately. Or can I? I'm afraid you've rather lost me. Gah! It's no good! I can't get this puzzle out of my mind. I'll never be able to think about anything else ever again. Ever! You need to get through the storeroom, but there are countless crates of different shapes and sizes blocking your way. Select a crate and hold down A to move it up, down, left, or right. Clear a path through the storeroom from the entrance at the top left to the exit, the bottom right. Alright, we will do that. Alright, so. Okay. Alright. These are difficult to solve with a minimum move count. Yeah. You did it! You're great at moving those crates. Brilliant! Now I know the answer to that puzzle. I feel like I can think clearly again at last. Now, what were you saying? We're wondering if you'd seen a suspicious looking chap around here not long ago. Wearing glasses? Ah, yes, I remember. You've seen him? Did you think he looked fishy as well? Well, I can't rightly say if he was fishy or not. It's not my thing. But I did see a fellow wearing glasses. He was waving about lost like a lost soul. Seemed to be heading for that wharf, I think. The wharf? Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mr. Fisher. If we hurry, we might catch up with him, miss. And you. Ah, detectives. I'm going out, but serious problem. A problem? Would it help to tell us about it? No, yes. Problem is puzzled, this one. There are 4 railways running parallel to each other, and each has 4 stations. It costs £2 to travel through unlimited stations on one railway line. It costs £1 per station to travel on a bus that links vertically adjacent stations on different railway lines. What is the cheapest possible route from the station at the bottom left, taking in all 3 of the red stations along the way? There is no other possible mode of transport. Alright, so it costs 2 to travel through unlimited stations on one railway. Fine. costs $1 per station to travel on a bus that links vertically adjacent stations on different railway lines. So how much is the cheapest route? And we had to pass all 3 stations. And apparently we have to start in the bottom left corner. Very hard. What if I tell you that it would cost you £7? Because you got to think, if you go by train only goes one way. So it's going to cost you £2. It's going to cost you £1 by traveling on bus. You did it! If you pass through the 3 big stations on the shortest route possible, the fare will be cheapest. There is no need to stop at the second red station, so you can just pass through without paying any extra. And that's your cheapest route right there. How's that, Hans? Does that solve your problem? No, yes? So this is answer. Thank you. Alright. So, we're going to go this way. Phew! This little scamp's leading us all around the houses. I wish I had sweat glands. Don't worry, Cheryl. I think it's nearly over. Today's pavement pounding, that is. Pavement pound? Don't say that. You know I get edgy when we're near Battersea. I think we've cornered our man at last. He's not going to get away this time. No, he's not. So we got ideal meal. I'm waiting for the next person to unlock. We finally caught up with the suspect who we saw running away from the bank at the little wharf by the river. Could this be the bank robber who took the 100 million? We must apprehend him and find out. I don't think he is. Because one of our leads is the investigation, which only points to one answer. Okay. Okay. Kitty, come here. Meow, meow. Oh, look, this little cat has picked up a puzzle from somewhere. I think it wants you to solve it, miss. For now, I would say Cheryl. The numbers on this digital display board are lined up in order with the largest at the top. Which number go in the concealed spaces in the middle? The numbers on this digital display board are lined up in order with the largest at the top. Which numbers go in the concealed spaces in the middle? Why do I get the feeling that this doesn't make sense? Hey, Gameplay Boy. Yeah, I did. You did it. The answer was... Are you kidding me? The board is displaying the digital time in 1 minute intervals. Turning the board upside down makes sense. It doesn't make no sense at all. Yeah. I like the fact that Cheryl just wisecracks at everything. Because a lot of things he says makes a lot more sense than the rest of the characters. There you go, all solved for you. Meow, meow. It looks like you have another satisfied customer there, miss. Helping dogs, cats, birds. You're a veritable Dr. Doolittle of puzzles. It's a little stretch there, Ernest. Alright. Ha ha! Here you are! Not you again. Who are you anyway? We'd just like to ask you a few questions, that's all. Why? I don't even know you. Look, I'm busy, alright? Get out of my way. Got itchy paws, have you? Sorry, I'm afraid we must insist. Huh? Stop blocking my way. We simply want to ask you some questions, that's all. Why are you so desperate to get away? Because you're a bank robber, perhaps? That's it, Pinstripes. Lay it on him now. Make him squirm. Bank robber? What are you talking about? That's crazy. The only thing I know about bank robbery is this. He had to turn it into a puzzle, I guess. There's a mysterious thief after the treasure. Keep the jewels safe by activating the security system. Surround the two jewels with lit up panels to protect them. Selecting a panel makes it light up red. Then, when the system is activated, the adjacent panel in the direction of that arrow lights up. Hey Phoenix! And this continues until there are no more panels in the sequence. Which panel needs to be lit up first? Alright. Well, gonna have to be this one. Because look. Did I do that wrong? Alright. You did it. The security system has been successfully activated. Now the thief can't get anywhere near. There's no way someone like me could rob a bank, is there? I mean, think about it. You don't fit the typical pattern, I admit. Bank robbers don't tend to linger about on the streets. That's what I've been telling you the whole time. In that case, what were you doing outside the bank before? You were looking for something, weren't you? No. You cheeky little mongrel! Get your dog under control. He keeps growling at me. Yes, and if you start telling us the truth, he's going to sink his teeth into your behind. First the left cheek, then the right. Now who's being cheeky? That is not in my contract. Hey bunny. Alright, I'll tell you the truth. Wonderful, like the dress of Katrielle in this case. I had Eric buy it and we put it on her. We've changed her outfit so many times throughout this whole playthrough. I was picking up money outside the bank. Money? Yeah. I don't know why, but I keep finding 50s lying around on the street. So then I started looking around for more. I found some in the river too, and on the bridge. I wasn't really looking where I was going most of the time. I was just following the notes. You mean you haven't deliberately been running away from us? I didn't even know you were chasing me. Oh, it sounds rather like we've been pursuing the wrong man. Yeah. I think it's telling us the truth. That was a dud lead. But why is he finding all these banknotes around the place? Yes, that's curious. And the worst thing is, what? He's getting to them before I am. Those notes should have been mine. Cat, behave yourself! Sorry, Cheryl, only joking. I don't want my behind bitten. I don't bite behinds! I don't bite anything apart from my tongue most of the time. So banknotes lying around the street by the layman's riverbank on the bridge and along the river. Solve it! That's it. No question. This mystery is history. You've solved it, miss? Oh, splendid! In that case, we should get back to the bank, shouldn't we? Gather all the relevant parties. Yes, that's just something that I need to take care of first. Ernest, could you get in touch with everyone and let them know the situation? Of course. Leave it to me. Cat, are you sure you've cracked it? You haven't got to the wrong end of the stick or anything? No pressure or anything, but 1,000,000 quid? Relax, Cheryl. My deduction is as safe as houses. Let's just hope it's safer than the bank safe was. Did I get the right message, Cat? Have you really cracked it? Where's the 100,000,000 then? Patience, Inspector. Let's wait for Miss Teller to arrive, shall we? The golden bill is complete. The case is ready to be closed. You can fill her in later. Mr. Sloanes is here. I'm sure he can't wait to find out the truth either. Can you, sir? I think we should wait for Bianca, like the last says. You do? All right, well, if that's how you feel then. I'm sure she won't be long anyway. Ernest has already gone to fetch her. Ah, here she is, you see. Apparently you think you found the missing money? Good, now everyone's here. Let's go to the vault and talk about what happened. No audio from the game? Let me check something here. Bear with me, everyone. HDMI 2. Alright. I gotta fix something here. Alright. Okay. Okay, that's working. Default speakers. Hmm. What happened to the audio? Nope, nothing. Why is that over there? I have, well, when I changed the thing back around there, it showed up there. Okay. This audio is unavailable. Why? Okay. Why is the TV audio unavailable? Okay. Yeah. Probably turn that the audio. Okay. We're gonna try to fix the audio. um. No, YouTube has not claimed any of it because we're multi-streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. And if it was claimed on YouTube, it would not affect down here. We're still not getting any audio. Which is strange because we had audio before. That's because we have it turned down like that. Oh. But it's still showing this audio is unavailable. I don't know. Okay, I have it up here now. But it's not working still. Alright, let me see if I can change audio here. Try game capture. There we go. Yeah, it should have been set there. Alright. XSplit messed up our sound. HDMI 1. You guys can hear it now.
It disappeared because it was never there in the first place.
Oh, it was there. But the question is, where is it now? And the answer is gone with the wind.
You've got to stop watching that film, Cat.
All those crisp notes, carried away on the breeze to become the property of the vast sky, where greed and wealth mean nothing.
Have I mentioned this nice little place I know, where people look after you in crisp coats? Crisp, white coats.
No, I think she's onto something, Cheryl.
The money is gone. It's the property of the heavens now. Isn't that right?
Oh, hell.
You can't be serious.
Yes, Miss Layton. You're right. Well done.
Kill me now, or tell me it's the 1st of April. Cat, come on. Explain before my head explodes.
Didn't she already?
A vault for such large sums of money naturally calls for extremely thick, impenetrable walls. As a result, the interior is a hermetically sealed environment. A completely airtight box. No one could steal anything from such a place, surely.
Yeah, exactly. And that would include the wind.
Sealed environments need aircon to stop their contents spoiling. And that's the key to this case. Sadly, the brand new air conditioning unit in the vault malfunctioned on the night in question, leaving a near vacuum inside. Early this morning, the poor, unsuspecting branch manager came in to check on the vault, opening the door and breaking the seal. The sudden rush of external air caused all remotes to be sucked into the ventilation system and ejected out into the night sky over London.
I'll be blown.
And of course, while a theft would have entitled the bank to an insurance payout, an accident like this is the bank's responsibility.
So who's actually to blame then?
The bank.
If I had to identify a culprit in this case, it would be the person from the bank who resolved to dress up the truth as grand larceny. The Layman's Reserve Bank's general manager, you, Ms. Teller.
Oh, I've given my all to this bank over the years. And it's over now, I suppose. I can't possibly hope to keep my job after this.
Can't you?
Sorry.
I don't want you to quit, Bianca.
Mr. Sloanes. But I...
Miss Layton explained everything to me earlier, so I got the boffins on the job.
You like it? So I think they actually got the native speaking people to give them their authentic accents.
By analysing the wind direction, we worked out a plan and sent out the cleaners to fetch the money back. We got about 80% of it. Damage control, you could say.
Really? Oh, thank goodness.
That's not to say the remaining 20% isn't going to sting. At £20 million, that's quite a loss.
Of course.
But in some ways, 20 million is a small price to pay.
Sorry?
That new vault, the Hermit 5000, is a product of one of my affiliate companies. If we hadn't identified this malfunction before we'd sold it to countless other banks, we could have been in for damages far exceeding 20 million. So, I've arranged it that my vault manufacturing firm will compensate the loss. The bank can continue to operate as normal.
Oh, Mr. Sloan. Thank you so much.
Oh, I hope you'll continue to do the sterling work you've done up to now for the bank.
Definitely.
I must say, that was a truly inspiring piece of detective work. Hear that, Cat? Pinstripes is a big fan. Like the surprising cause of this whole case. I don't know how you worked it out, Cat. No one else could have arrived at such an obscure truth. I'm quite sure. You are a sensation, miss. Haha. Thank you, Ernest. Oh, that reminds me. You received these flowers earlier. I'll put them in a vase later. Hold on. Wait for Twitch to set everything back up. Erase their entire chat. Alright. Alright, you can put the logo back anytime, XSplit. Seriously? Okay. Wow. Okay, add source. Add image file. You beat the lag with your strong fingers? Alright. Now. I need... Where did it go? Where did it go? Didn't show up here. What is this? Where did it go? With the time skipping? Yeah. Alright, what's going on here? It won't let me add a source. This is weird. Actually, you just broke everything. I can't add a source. I did delete it. But it's not allowing me to add a source. Add one down there. No. Try up there, the tabs up there. Tools, add source. There's no add source here. What about There's just adding extension. Okay, what about this? Where? There's one of them that sources the tab above. No. Nope. Okay, go ahead. That. That's an extent. Those are extensions. I was able to add sources as up top. These are just the scenes. Yeah, it. What do you want? It still won't let me because I get to this far. So this is the one I want to use. Nothing. Doesn't even show up. We're gonna have to restart XSplit after stream and fix that. Cause that happened when the whole thing just refreshed. Cause XSplit crashed. Yeah, one of our image files that goes right next to the camera, it stopped working. And I was going to re-implement the image onto it, and XSplit won't let me. It's just going to have to happen after stream, and we'll end up fixing it. Oh, they're beautiful. Who sent them? Mr. Sloan's, miss. He said he wanted to thank you again for your helping sorting everything out. He's a little overbearing to look at, but he's a very kind man, actually. Yeah, I can't believe he didn't give that general manager of his the boot. I think perhaps he's misunderstood because of his appearance. I'll have to tell him it would be nice to meet informally sometime and chat about something other than business. You're a brave person than me, Cat. Apparently, Mr. Shinplasters, the branch manager, has regained consciousness again now, and his legs are on the mend, too. The lucky guy missed the whole thing. It's amazing to think that 20 million pounds is still missing, though, isn't it? I wonder where it all ended up. Not in my pocket, sadly. Not even one note. I know. It's like a dream, isn't it? Money just raining down from the sky. Yes, that would be amazing. Wait. That money you put in your desk drawer before. Miss Layton, don't tell me you... Of course not, Ernest. That was payment for solving the case. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to imply. Pinstripes. After the incident, the bank had a brand new vault installed. The Hermit Mega Safe. Now the Layman's Reserve Bank has the very safest of safes and the most balanced of banners. Who could fail to trust them with their hard-earned cash? Alright. It turns out that it wasn't a theft at all, but a malfunction of the bank's new vault, which caused the money to be sucked up into the ventilation system and blown out into the sky over the city. By analyzing weather patterns, 80% of the money has been recovered. Excuse me? Yes, can I help? You don't look too happy. What's happening? Lost your checkbook or something? No, nothing like that. Well, the thing is, I found some money near here. Then, when I got home, I heard about what happened at the bank on the news. Oh yeah? The 100 million quid getting blown all over the city? Madness. Yes, well, I imagine these notes I found are probably part of that money. So you thought you'd bring them back and hand them in? Yes. That's the kind of honesty I like to see. Nice one. Well, the truth is, I was thinking of keeping the money for myself at first. But then things started going wrong for me. Like, I put salt in my coffee instead of sugar. And I stubbed my little toe on a chair leg. And then I found out there was no toilet paper left. I just became really unlucky. I've started to think maybe it's karma. Because I did something wrong. And I shouldn't have kept the money I found. Ha ha ha. You've really had a rough time of it, haven't you? But that's just coincidence. It's not got nothing to do with you picking up those banknotes. Sometimes stuff just happens to you for no reason. I suppose so. But anyways, here's everything that I found. I'm giving it all back. Well, thanks. I'll look after this for now and make sure the boss gets it later. Thanks. Cheer out. You just did a good deed. You should feel proud of yourself. This is just how I am, don't worry. Oh, what? There's a hole in my trouser pocket. Bad luck. Did you have anything in there? I hope nothing's fallen out. Wait. Oh no. What is it? My wallet. It was in here. But now it's gone. It must have fallen out. This is so unfair. After I just did the right thing and gave back all that money. Such an idiot. Well, if it was me and I saw money flying around all around, I would have tried to pick up as much as I could. And I would have returned it and tell them where the rest of it was. But you got to think that part of that is probably in the river. Okay. So we got Mayor Loanita. What sort of dinner are you looking for, Pipper? Well, Katrielle, I'm hoping for the perfect menu to enjoy whilst watching the festival fireworks over the river. Leave it to me, Mayor. I shall prepare you the ideal meal for such an occasion. Alright. tell me, madam, what sort of menu would please you? I'm expecting a simply sumptuous meal that one wouldn't grow tired of, no matter how frequently one ate it. On the double, madam. Leave it to me. Alright, so if we get Lornita. Well, I think the mayor likes fish. Does she? No. Oh, yes. Yes, that's right. She does like fish. But not raw fish, I think. And she's always, watching her figure. Mayor Lornita is always in my pastry when I create new something. But I think she doesn't like when food is too sweet. So, let's see. So she likes fish, huh? So I think she would like the tom yum. Whole sea bream sashimi? That looks like raw fish. Durian ice cream. Alright. So let's take a look. We'll do her interview. Madam does rather seem to have gone off meat of late. It's very hard to know what to cook for her every day, actually. Oh, yes, I hear Madame Dublet enjoys a most exotic diet with all sorts of fancy dishes every day of the week, dearie me. Alright, so. Let's take a look. Okay. Alright. So, I think we're going to do this for her. This, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. I don't have the dessert for her. So, with her, see if we have the hors d'oeuvre. I don't think we have the hors d'oeuvre. We probably don't have the soup for her. The main. We have this for her. The sweet for her. The durian ice cream. So we still need 2 more dishes for her. Alright. I think that's all we're going to do for that one. Okay. Alright. So let's do passerbys. We got 1 new passerbys. Haunted house bling. Okay. Alright. And pound and pound. Oh. Okay. That's done. So I need... Alright. Let me check on something. Um... Okay. Aponia. Okay. Okay. Alright. So we're going to go here. We're going to go back here. And we're going to go to the cellar. Okay. All right. Got it. Okay, so I'm up to date on that. All right. Saved. Okay. Now, I'm going to use my so many floors. Still so many curtains. Rugs. All right. All right. That's good. And there's more faction farthings. We got 6 of them now. Let's see. You know what? Right. Too much money. Alright. New. Alright. So now, let's go back into this one. Because we're missing a couple of puzzles and we're missing a couple of hint coins. Alright. Alright. So. Top of the morning to ya. You know, I came across a funny old bridge on the job one day. There was something distinctly puzzling about it. Don't suppose I can interest you in an interesting tale of the ilk? Of course you can. Standing poised atop a deep blue hexagon, a white triangle reminiscent of a mountain. This is the legend behind the coat of arms that adorns the village bridge. The tiles that form the coat of arms were knocked down in the storm the other day and need to be put back in the right place. Press and hold A over a tile to pick it up and move it to the right position. If you need to rotate a tile, press L or R while you're holding it. The tiles must not overlap or stick out from the frame. Alright, so we're just going to do this here. I'm just going to well, it's got to be a ways in. So okay. Okay. There we go. You did it! The coat of arms has been restored. The legend was telling of how it is a white triangle placed on top of a blue dragon. Your reporting work takes you all over the place, doesn't it, Douglas? When something's afoot, my leg do the walking. So I always like to say, never miss a scoop, me. Alright, that's good. We are missing a hint coin and a puzzle. Okay, got the... Oh, we're not missing a puzzle. Okay. So that takes care of that. We are missing a hint coin here. Okay, got the last one there. This one is missing a puzzle. And I suppose people who work in the basics or who work in the banks have to do paperwork all day, every day, don't they? Well, yes, that is their job, and even if we have to do paperwork sometimes, don't we? And even we have to do paperwork sometimes, don't we? When we're not busy on a case. That's a royal we if I ever heard one. Oh, there's a puzzle here. Look, next to this pile of papers. Ernest, good luck. A boy and a girl are lost in a maze. Guide them each in turn along the path until they meet. Switch between controlling the boy or the girl using L and R, and move them using the directional buttons. When they tread on a switch on the ground, any gates with matching flowers elsewhere in the maze open up. All right. You did it! It was lonely in the labyrinth, but friendship helped them find their way through the hedges. Well done, Ernest. That's the right answer. All that bookwork at the office has obviously paid off, miss. I'm glad I turned my hand to it. Had it turned? You mean hard? Alright. So, we're going to do this. Alright. What is going on, XSplit? Okay, it just said it's not available now. That's the capture acting up. And then reset XSplit. XSplit really didn't like that. Alright, I'm still not getting a feed. Probably reset all the settings on there. I'm gonna have to check. Turn it up and change the capture setting. It's not showing a video. That's the problem. I already did. We're getting nothing. Got nothing. I don't know either. See what happens if you Well, first of all, let me see if it'll let me do this again. Because that's going to tell me whether or not it's going to allow me to add a source. No. So everything just broke. Try changing it back to your desktop. So reset it. On the television. HDMI 2. No, it's not supposed to look like that. Yeah, it's not supposed to look like that. XSplit's doing that. There's still no audio either. Well, now that still says built in. I don't want it to say built in, so let's go back through and change. Now that you have it here, go down and then do There we are. Alright. HDMI 1. Okay. I don't understand why XSplit is doing it.
So, I've arranged it that my vault manufacturing firm will compensate the loss. The bank can continue to operate as normal.
Oh, Mr. Sloan. Thank you so much.
Oh, I hope you'll
Okay. And we're gonna save it now. That was a mess. So, let's pull this up. I'm gonna make sure 1538. We are not missing anything. Good. So we're on the road to 100%ing this. I say, it's rather exciting to be here, the London Times office. I do enjoy it, you know. It's my favorite of all the London papers. Come on, Pinstripes, newspapers are all the same. Oh no, it's not that black and white at all, Cheryl. Obviously, all papers carry the mainstream news. There's more or less the same, I grant you. But the London Times has fascinating extra articles and unusual pieces of local news, and celebrity gossip too. Yes, I agree with you, Ernest. It's not all just boring news stories. There are lots of other interesting things to read as well. I like it. Yes, stories like the Leviathan of London's surface in the Thames and Shakespeare Shaken Up. Was William a Wandering Werewolf? Fascinating stuff. That article about Stonehenge being a UFO repair shop was good too, wasn't it? Yeah, it sounds like a real bastion of intellect. Anyway, Pinstripes, who asked us to investigate this time? The chief editor, Cheryl. He called the office personally and asked us to come and discuss a case with him. Did you hear that, Cheryl? The chief editor of the London Times. I can hardly imagine what exotic case he might have lined up for us. Perhaps he'll want us to investigate an unidentified flying object that's been seen over the capital. Just think of it, Cheryl. I'm itching to get started. You sure that isn't fleas? Because it's not like you have this much get up and go. Well, we'll find out soon enough when we meet the man, won't we? Yes. About that, Ernest. Where exactly is this enormous building? Is his office? Oh, sorry, I neglected to ask that. I see. Well, we'll just have to ask someone then, I suppose. Ah, what luck! There's Doug Dirt over there. Look, our reporter friend. Excellent. He'll know for sure. Let's go and ask him. Well, familiar faces. PC Beat is here. Granny Riddleton. Oh, a plastic penguin. Let's go take a look at it. Hey look, I'm almost filled with page 1. The chief editor of the London Times is our client this time. The London Times is a serious paper, but publishes a variety of more unusual stories as well. I've been reading it for years. I wonder what the editor wants us to investigate. Alright. Now. Let's see. Talk to PC Beat. Just think. This is where the London Times is crafted every single day. Even at this time of day, there are plenty of people busily coming and going, aren't there? I like these doors. They're nice and light. They don't squash my nose too much when I push them open. Hello, hello, hello. If it isn't Miss Layton and friends, I must say your timing is impeccable. The inspector has seen it fit to set me a puzzle, but I haven't got the foggiest idea in London town of how to solve it. Oh well, Constable, I'm sure I can help you out with that. Any mystery solved is my motto, as you know. Well, if you'd be so kind as to pop on your thinking hat and ponder it in my place, I'd be much obliged, madam. People have been putting 3-page documents on a desk, but a breeze has blown them all over the place. Incredibly, they landed in the same order as they were stacked. There were only 3 sheets on the desk. When I left my papers, states Documente. The picture shows the papers after they were scattered, but split up according to who they belong to. So, which set of papers are the docs? Which set of papers belong to the docs? So, it's going to let you switch screens. So, the puzzling thing about this is there's no hint or even clues as to how to solve this. Because all the documents all look the same. So, you literally have to think about how they're laid on the desk. They landed in the same order that they were stacked. So, if the papers didn't change their positions, then that means that this is A, this document is A, and then this document has to be A. Alright, so these two sheets here has to be B. And I'm going to say this document here is B on the bottom. So B is on the really far bottom. Okay. Okay. So C, this has to be C. Or wait. No, this has to be C. That's got to be C. And this has to be C. Because this has to be D, D, and D. So, which means if the doc put his papers on top of somebody else, then A is the second one that's from the bottom. Because B is all the way on the bottom, then it goes A, and then there's C, and then D is on top.
This should do it, I think. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
You did it! Phew. Better close the window next time. "84 puzzles. We got a decor docket." There! Inspector Hastings' little conundrum is all cleared up for you. Sensational, madam! Simply sensational. At last I can head back to the yard with me head-held eye and tell the inspector I solved it all on me Todd. Alright. We are going to talk to Goofball here. The Irish Goofball. Good evening, Doug. Well, hello there. What a coincidence this is. Not really. The chief editor asked us to come, you see. And you work here. Really? I mean, I know I work here, of course, but the chief ed asked you? Did he? Interesting. I never heard anything about a case a private I'd be investigating. Well, would you mind telling us where we can find him, please? Delighted to, I'm sure. Unsurprisingly, you might say, the editorial office, where the boss works, is on the top floor. I don't know why he's asked for you, But you know what we say here. Where there's a Layton, there's a store waiting. Yes. Well, thank you. I wonder what all this is about then. Very interesting indeed. Alright, and Granny Riddleton. Dearie me, got so late. I was so busy chatting with the shop assistant, I completely lost track of time. Gosh! So this is where it all happens. The editorial floor of the London Times. The forefront of the news. What a pigsty. This beats my messy desk hands down. It's not a competition, Cat! I don't imagine anyone has a minute spare for tidying. They all look so busy. Well, I wonder where the chief editor is then. I think that's probably him over there. I remember his face from the papers. Alright then, time to find out what sort of case he has for us. Let's take a look at a few things. A well-clicked camera. Beautiful. We finished this page. And now, we're going to start a new page. 20 more to go. Look at all these pictures of famous people. This must be the desk of someone involved in celebrity gossip. Gosh, what an amazing feat of balance this stack of papers is. I never thought I'd admit dogs were worse than cats, but this newshound's desk is even more of a disgrace than yours, Cat. Excuse me, are you the chief editor? Yes, that's me. Taboris Lloyd. At your service. How can I help you? Shall I talk about Back to the Future? So, does anyone get the reference that I just made? Because he kind of looks like Doc Brown. Oh boy. And who played Doc Brown? Yeah. Who's the character? What's the character's name? Taboris Lloyd. They were not even being subtle about this. Oh, no, don't tell me. You must be from the Layton Detective Agency. Good, good. I'm glad you're here. Yes, hello, Mr. Lloyd. I'm Katrielle Layton. This is my assistant, Ernest Greaves, and my trusty canine companion, Cheryl. So, you're Katrielle. Haha, well, your name is hot on everyone's lips at the moment, it seems. I had no idea you were such a young, beautiful woman, though. Well, yes, people do say that about me. That's right, Kat. It's all about being modest. And that's not all they say about you. Apparently, you can solve mysteries. So I prepared a little brain teaser to test you out. Will you give it a go, will you? It's just one puzzle. Say you will. The sequel to the best-selling novel, The Shape of Love, has hit the shelves. When the book's front cover is lined up in a certain way, it represents the title of the book. Which of these 5 designs is the front cover? I kind of know what it is. All because this is probably a heart.
This should do it, I think. Puzzles are made for solving.
You did it. Lining up 4 books at the corners forms a heart pattern. Now that's the shape of love. Oh, yes! Oh, yes, yes! Brilliant! I tried for 3 days and nights to crack that one with no success. Well, all puzzles have an answer, Mr. Lloyd, just as all mysteries have an explanation. Well, that decides it. You're the woman for the job. You're the one to solve the mystery for me. Are you going to explain why you asked us to come down here now then, Mr. Lloyd? Yes, of course. Living in London as you do, you must have heard this name before, I'm sure. The powerhouse of justice, Ratman. Or rather, who hasn't heard of Ratman? Well, that's who I want you to investigate. So, we're doing a Superman Clark Kent story. So, I kind of really spoiled some things for you, just by saying that. Yes, Radman. He came into the news not that long ago, didn't he? The mysterious superhero of London. London has superheroes? Now I've heard it all. Oh, Radman is spiffing, Cheryl. Simply spiffing. I'm a huge fan. You and me both, haha. The power mouse of justice. Just hearing that gets the blood pumping, doesn't it? How did I know these two would hit it off? Well, like I said, I've heard of Ratman, but I don't know much about him. Oh, well, I can tell you anything you need to know. He's a champion with his own brand of justice for all those low-life criminals sullying our streets. It was about a year ago that we had the first reports of his appearance. At the slightest whisper for help, Ratman appears out of nowhere, pounds the bad guy into the ground, and shoots off into the night once more. Nobody knows his true identity, because he always appears dressed as a rat. Haha! He's a sensation! He's amazing! He's everything a superhero should be. Ratman forever! So, this is a mixture of Superman, Clark Kent, and Batman. It's his secret identity that makes him so awfully enigmatic, isn't it? So captivating, so swagger. Alright, just try to remember he dresses as a rat. The problem is, he's disappeared. There have been no sightings reported for 3 months now. Yes, I'd noticed there had been no articles about him recently. I was wondering why, as it happens. So were we. And here at the London Times, we've looked into it, believe you me. But as ever, the Power Mouse is shrouded in mystery. Nobody knows where he's gone, or the reason for his disappearance. And now you'd like me to investigate? Yes, exactly. Will you do it? Will you? Of course. The Layton Detective Agency motto isn't any mystery solved for nothing, you know? Wonderful. You practically solved it already. I'll bet. We'll find out the reason why our beloved superhero has gone AWOL in no time. Let's not jump the gun, Tabby. There's Caesar. Perfect timing. Caesar Chance over there is the owner of the publishing firm that produces the London Times. He's got papers, magazines, books, anything in print you can think of. Caesar Chance is the man who pressed it. People says he's got the country's media in the palm of his hand. And he has. He's one of the so-called 7 dragons as well, you know. Oh, yes. Really? He's one of the dragons? Perhaps I should introduce myself in that case. Oh, yes. You must. Although, he's not the most jovial of people, you might say. I shouldn't say it. Alright. Nobody wants a Peking duck. It seems London Times chief editor Boris Lloyd wants us to investigate the reason behind the disappearance of the mysterious superhero Ratman, who hasn't been seen for 3 months now. Who could be behind the mask? Who could this powerful mouse of justice be? Alright, we're just going to talk to him. Good evening, Mr. Chance. Ah, you're that private eye madam's always going on about these days, aren't you? Katrielle Layton. Hello. I believe we both attended the premiere of No Sub for Love at the Savoy before. Oh yes, that farce. When the final scene of the film went missing. And I hear you've been involved in a number of other cases since then. The rumors abound. Anyone else hackles up yet? So, Pep, you're really going through with this private eye idea, are you? You just can't give up on Ratman, can you? I'll never give up on him. The public will never give up on him. He's the guardian of the night, the paragon of peace, the powerhouse of justice. I don't know what all the fuss is about. Oh, come on, Caesar. You're always so lukewarm about things. And you always get so hot under the collar, Tab. Haha, well, I can see that you two are obviously more than business colleagues. Have you been friends for long? Oh, me and Caesar go all the way back to senior school. I've never imagined we end up knowing each other as long as we have, though. As you probably realize now, Tab is a unique individual. He thrives on making others happy. That's why I gave him the job here. I knew he'd make a good editor, and I wasn't about to let the tabloids have him. Along with the news every morning, I aim to deliver a smile onto the face of every London Times reader out there. I've never seen chalk and cheese getting on so well together. Anyway, we don't want to keep you from your investigation, Katrielle. That would never do. No, no, no. Good luck finding out all you can about Ratman. Yes, leave it to me, Mr. Lloyd. I'm sure I'll be able to find out the reason why he's no longer making appearances. And the reason why doesn't matter. The fact is, he's gone. You'll be wasting your time, Miss Layton. How can you say that, Caesar? Ratman is the powerhouse of justice, and always will be. He'll be back, you'll see. Fine. That's what you want to believe. Be my guest. Investigate till you're blue in the face. As long as sales don't drop. That's all I'm worried about. Well, I would like to ask both of you a few more questions, if you can spare the time. Of course! I'll tell you anything you want to know. About Ratman, about the London Times, about my shoe size, if you believe in that kind of thing. Well, that might have time for that nonsense, but I don't. Oh, come on, Caesar. You can spare the lady a few minutes, surely. Alright. A little bit back and forth here. So, Mr. Lloyd, you've asked us to find out why Ratman seems to have disappeared. That's presumably because you idolize him, and you want your superhero champion back. Well, yes, of course. I mean, I am a diehard fan of Ratman, a diehard Ratman fan. I don't mind admitting it, but there is more to it than that. Oh, in what way? Well, Ratman articles proved very popular in the London Times. Whenever we featured a story about him, the copies just flew off the shelves. So Ratman's disappearance is affecting sales. You mean? See for yourself. It's not all roses, is it? So it's true that Ratman's actions do have an impact On business, yes. But the other thing is safety on the streets. According to our reporters, since Ratman disappeared, crime's on the up. You see, it sounds like a double-edged sword, doesn't it? It's not the paper sales so much as the people of London's safety. We need Ratman on the streets. He must know that. I just don't understand why he's not showing himself. I didn't realize Ratman had such an impact on paper sales. Alright, let's take a look at this. Alright. Alright. No journal entries showing up. Oh, there must be something else I haven't looked at. Would you mind telling us what you know about Ratman, Mr. Chance? Alright, nothing. Yes, I'm definitely getting the impression that you're not one of Ratman's biggest fans. Obviously, Ratman was a big deal for London. It wasn't only the paper we featured him in. We did exclusive features in some of our magazines as well. Ratman's flavored of the mouth. And I'm grateful for what he's done for us. But people will get bored of him. If it's all Ratman, it'll lose his appeal. Oh yes, I know exactly what you mean. You can't eat the same meal every day, no matter how delicious it is. We should forget Ratman. We should be looking for new news, not old news. Seriously, Tab, how long are you going to keep pursuing this childish superhero nonsense? Caesar, Ratman isn't nonsense. He's hip. He's cool. He's wicked. He's sick. You even sound like a child. We're not kids anymore, Tab. For heaven's sake, we're parents. Parents can still be into superheroes. In fact, parents need superheroes more than anyone. There just aren't enough hours in the day. They really are at loggerheads over this, aren't they? They've clearly been friends for a long time, though. I'm sure most of it's just banter. Well, thank you, Mr. Lloyd and Mr. Chance, for your time. Yes, I think we should take ourselves out onto the street now and start asking questions there. So if you'll excuse us, we'll push on with our investigation. Yes, brilliant. Go and do what you do, Detective. Answer the Ratman riddle. Waste your time if you want. You won't learn anything. The London Times is owned by Mr. Caesar Chance, one of the 7 dragons. and a childhood friend of Lloyd and Lloyd the editor. Despite being friends, Chance seems to think this investigation is pointless. He thinks we should be chasing new news, not old heroes. Okay. So, what are we really hoping to find about Ratman here? Who is he, first of all? And why does he do all these superhero stuff? That's the point, Cheryl. Nobody knows. It's all a big mystery. He only ever appears wearing his trademark Ratman suit, so nobody can tell who he really is. Why a rat? It's bad enough having to be a dog. You'd think he'd want recognition for all the good deeds he's done. Perhaps he's extremely self-conscious. Wouldn't you be more self-conscious dressing up in an outfit like that? A rude to that! Well, anyway, seeing as we don't know anything about him, I suppose we should start by asking around if somebody's actually seen him. It sounds as if he's making fairly regular appearances until recently, so we stand a good chance of finding someone who's seen him. Very good, Miss Layton. I'll ask some passerbys. Alright. So, I'm gonna save this here. And we are going to end tonight's stream. With all the hiccups and everything, I think it's time. Yeah, so we will pick this up next time. I promise you in next stream I will have some daily puzzles worked out. Because what I earned from that is actually going to give me some things unlocked in the museum. I can unlock those the stuff in the museum, and which is based on all the Professor Layton games. I got this game first before I started playing Professor Layton, and that's what got me into Professor Layton. And I was introduced to some amazing puzzles. Well, I shouldn't say that. It was Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney that kind of stuck in there, which is the reason why I got Katrielle. But I ended up going back to it because it showed the screenshots and everything like that. Because I wasn't sure if I wanted to play Professor Layton, but I got hooked. So that's what we're doing here. Alright. So we're going to raid. I'm going to find a raid target. Are all my viewers still in here even after the hiccup with the stream? I'm going to raid Rainax. Rainix is playing Wise X Nordic. Alright, so if you're on YouTube, give Rainix a like and a subscribe. If you're on Twitch, give her a follow. And we are out.